Hello everyone, Jenny Lyon here. See if anyone is coming live for this training. Let's invite some people actually. See if you want to come in and listen to this training. So why self-care is so important for your success. And okay, so I'm talking to energy workers here, but actually if you are not an energy worker, okay, so I've invited some people there. Even if you're not an energy worker and you're listening to this, it applies the same, the same thing. And what I've discovered as well, not just obviously now lately, but the energies of the shift of the earth and everyone wanting to come into alignment and all those things is becoming more and more strong. So it's just becoming really strong that we have to kick ourselves into shape basically. So both our bodies and our energy system, this is what I've experienced myself anyway, are not so designed to kind of take the bashings anymore. We become more sensitive to just change energies, what's going on, shifts of the earth, shifts of the moon cycles, the influxes of light, lots and lots and lots of things that are happening, not just inside of ourselves, but on a collective global level. And the key in this is to keep clearing the whatever the 3D programming based on fear and scarcity out of our systems. And however you do that, it doesn't really matter. It can be through meditation, it could be divine healing. I use divine healing almost every day. It could be EFT, journaling, emotional, I said that, EFT. It could be lots and lots of different things that you use that you feel is helping your progress. And as energy workers as well, this is what we do for other people. So it's so important that we do it for ourselves. And also what happens is when we do the work for ourselves, not only we become stronger. Hi Davis, jumping in. I'm talking about self-care and how important it is to have self-care and a really good, strong process of self-care in order to succeed in our business, in our energy business. So, yes. So what I was going to cover today is three things. Yeah, hello. 3 things that I've discovered is really, really important. And before I talk about these 3 things and these 3 keys, thank you for the love. Thank you for the love. I will say what's almost given already. Okay, so we need to have clean food and clean water. We need to honor our temple, and we need to honor our body. That is kind of like, yeah, thank you, Kim. That is like key. We need to honor our body, our temple, because this is the only space we have to live in here on earth, whether we go through ascension or we don't. This is the very key. So honor your temple, honor your emotions. Look after your emotions. Make the emotions feel the emotions. Thank you, Sarah, for the love. Feel the emotions, but honor them. These things need to move for you. These need to shift. These things are so important. Be reflective over your emotions. Pay attention to what you're feeling. Be self-investigating about how you're feeling. So, and then obviously spiritually, I'm sort of saying the things that are given to us here that we need to obviously pay attention to. Spiritually, allow yourself to be a spiritual being. I mean, we are so sensitive, and if you feel overwhelmed, that's fine. Don't worry, it's okay. It's strong. Things happen. It's strong. Yeah. Go inside, retreat, look after yourself, connect with the earth. allow yourself to become a spiritual or an energy beacon of light, but in that become totally present with that and be very honored by this. You know, the life out there is just intense. I love being in my house because not only is it clean in energy, but I also have higher frequency coming in from a very special machine that I subscribed to, which is a quantum field thing. So I love being in my space. Now, okay, so physically, emotionally, spiritually, always obviously look after yourself. Now, the 3 keys that I'm going to talk to you about, which I think you really would love, is the first one is your energy is your business energy. So the way you go about your life, the way you feel, the way you treat yourself, the way you think about yourself, the way you plan and put your goals into place for your business, for your life, all that is your business. So your business is not separate from you. So that is kind of like saying, right, so let's say you have a supermarket and the supermarket is not clean inside. The customers won't come and buy this fresh, lovely organic food. It will not come in. They won't come in. They won't even want to go through the door because they're thinking, oh no, that's not a very nice place. Or it looks a bit shabby. I don't want to go in there. So if you want to attract the right client and the right opportunities, you make your supermarket floor and the shelving and the products really nice and aligned. You make sure it's clear, you make sure it's visible, you make sure the energy is good in there, the lighting is going to be good, the offers is going to look delicious, all those things, right? You're selling this, you're selling yourself to the world, not because you're selling, but because you're going to help someone, right? So the energy of your business is exactly what the energy of you is. So to look after yourself and always have this at the forefront of your mind, even resting. You know, today I had 20-minute nap between my clients. I was like, oh, I'm just going to lay down, put the alarm on. And I don't actually do that often, but I wanted to do it today, so I did that. So the energy of yourself, if you run down, if you feel tired, if you feel overstretched, you're going to kind of attract those type of clients as well. And I have done that in the past, actually. I've attracted some strange stuff when I was working too hard. And it's personally is, oh, do you recognize that? Yeah, personally, I'm very driven. So I have to always check in with my energy, make sure I'm not overdoing it. And it's kind of a thing that I have to work on all the time because it's just me. So yeah, so it's a very good lesson for me. This was a very good lesson. I attracted some strange people and I was like, my goodness, this is really not who I want to work with. This is really not where I want to be at all. So I had to really reset everything and just go deep inside. It was okay. I shifted it really quite rapidly. So it wasn't a big issue. The thing is that you don't want to feel bad about yourself here, because it's not about sort of pointing and saying, oh, you know, you're doing it wrong now, or you're not doing so well. Just be kind to yourself, you know, love yourself. The way you care for your clients and for the world is how you should care for yourself. So just be gentle with yourself, even if you haven't got it right yet and you think, oh, I'm trying to figure this out. And yeah, that's right. So I'm trying to figure this out. I'm trying to work out what my next best step is, etc., etc. You'll get there. Like, you'll get there. Honestly, you'll get there. No problem. Just be gentle, one step at a time. Reward yourself for the progress that you're doing already, because you are progressing every day. So yeah, so that was key one. The second one is learn. This is something I've also had to really practice. So learning to connect with your divine feminine and your divine masculine inside of you often, because we, especially, I wouldn't say maybe just women, but because the society has been always so dominated with the driving force of achieving completing, results, rush, get it done now. The longer you work, the more you're worth. I mean, come on. Like all these really quite draining, making yourself ill strategies, I'd say. So that society is still very here, isn't it? You know, I think if you look outside, that it's very much stress and people are fear driven, etc. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't change on the inside. You can still go and do the opposite. So when I say divine masculine, divine feminine, it's like, yes, we cannot just sit and meditate all day and then hope that everything is going to turn out all right. We need to do that, which is a feminine task, if you like. If you want to, you know, men obviously meditate. I don't want to say in that way, but to meditate and reflect and connect to intuition and be in flow and allow trust and all those beautiful, wonderful, divine feminine qualities. Yes, we need to connect to those daily, and we need to be able to kind of navigate. But then with the divine masculine, that is action. We need to pick that phone up. We need to connect with those clients. We need to send that email out. We need to action that whatever list we need to get done. We need to speak to those people to get results, because in the end of the day, you want results for your business. You want to earn money. You want to have a good life. You want to have loads of change and transformation for your clients, because that makes you happy. And the only way you can have more impact is to make sales, for example, and to make sure that you get those clients in. And that is a more of a masculine action, if that makes sense. So it's being able to kind of use both and pay attention to which flow you're in, which energy flow you're in, and just go with what feels right, I suppose. So for example, I'll give you a good example. So the day before, I plan my next day. So I write out exactly what I'm going to do, just little bullet points on my phone, actually. From an overall perspective, I know what I'm going to do that week. So I have it in my mind, kind of thing. But then I write that. So that's very sort of masculine. So I'm like, right, structure. 1 hour, I'm going to do this. Next, I'll have a client. And then I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to do this. So that's like action orientated. So that really helps. Then in the morning, I meditate or I do a clearing on myself when I've dropped the kids off. So morning is very masculine, because we're getting a lot of things done. So, but it's gentle, because I can't rush the children. They get stressed. So you have to just kind of like, you're gentle, but get stuff done. Come back home, do my meditation, and then I go into my list. Okay, right, this is what I've got to do. If I have anything that is twisting or not clearing, or anything that feels not aligned, or I'm tired, I'm like, okay, I'm just going to take a break. I'm going to go for a walk now. Because it's almost like if you're pushing through and you're not listening to the inside, you will probably get more tired, and then also you will not get the results that you want, ideally, and that is to have fun while you're doing your work and get results and have impact and help people and, you know, all those things. And yeah, so check in between the divine masculine, divine feminine all the time. I mean, obviously don't go mad and think about it all the time, because then it becomes like a mind thing. So that's the second key. The third one, this is a very practical step. So you might be thinking, oh my God, I'm going to be thinking about this now all the time, and I don't know what to do now, or I feel overwhelmed. How am I going to do this? So if you even set, this is a very practical tips, set your alarm every 2 hours in the working day to check in with your energy. So even if you're like typing away, you're working, you're doing a client, whatever, then when the alarm goes, you close your eyes, you go inside, and you meditate for 5 minutes, and you just wait for the answers to come. Then you've taken yourself out of the divine masculine, or, you know, taking yourself out of the whatever you're doing. So that's a very practical. So if you do that like 3 times a day, first time in the morning, maybe one time at lunchtime, and then one more time before you finish, you kind of get into this routine of being able to just connect with exactly what it is you need to do. And that is always going to lead you to the right action, because your higher self, the connection to your higher mind, universe, guides, soul will tell you always what is the best thing. So I do it at least twice a day, which I think is really helpful. All right, so I hope that that was helpful. Anyone watching the replay, please put #replay. Any questions in regards to this, you are always welcome to book a free coaching call with me where we can connect. I am currently also interviewing, sorry guys, if you're any men here now listening, overstretched female entrepreneurs, highly intuitive female entrepreneurs, for market research for my next program, which is going to be awesome, by the way. So if you're listening and you would like to basically tell me your struggles, tell me your frustrations, tell me your one biggest block, tell me where you're stuck, I will be big ears and I will just write everything down. And then also I'd like to know your exact what you'd like to create, right? It's all about you. Okay, so please do drop me a line. I'll send you a link and we can connect, and I'd love to help you on this. So yeah, have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are, and I'll drop actually a link to book a call with me here in the thing, in the comment box. So yeah, females only, sorry guys. So so I'll see you soon. So training Friday again, Facebook Friday, something juicy will come up. Not sure what it's going to be yet, but you will know. Okay, you have a wonderful day. See you soon.